I'm Joe.
Matt.
And we're in Island Gardens. Matt's come to pick up a guitar, like you do, in London. I thought I'd join him, so we've come down and we're going to make a bit of a day. And we're started off in Island Gardens. We're going to walk under the Greenwich
Tunnel
and then get the boat right to Westminster. Let's walk under the Thames.
So that narrower section back there that we started coming through, that's the bit that was damaged in the Second World War. That's the repaired bit. I only know that because I read the plaque inside.
I can't read, so I'm guessing we're in the middle of the river now. I tell you what, when it's really hot, it's nice to come down here. This is like being in an air-conditioned room, albeit noisy room at that. Bit of river leaking in there. It's funny, isn't it? I hate heights, but I don't mind being under here, and I guess some people wouldn't particularly enjoy being under the river.
It's bright, isn't it? It feels quite airy, so it hasn't got that claustrophobic feel, but it is a bit damper than I'd like it to be.
Yeah. And the worry that's not seawater, it's actually piss.
It's quite slippy, actually, isn't it?
It's definitely better than going up in the cable car. It's funny, actually, it's lovely and cooling, but I've got a feeling that by the time we get to the top of the stairs...
It's sweating again. Hope you're counting. You're nearly there.
Is that natural light I can see now?
It's definitely getting warmer.
Right out by the Catty Sark. And when you come out the other side and get to Greenwich, you're faced with the Catty Sark. So this is where we end up. That's where we start to walk under the river, and we basically walked under there. And this looks like the pier for the boat we're going to catch. Captain looks relaxed. So Matt, are you enjoying your boat ride?
So obviously, being a seafaring person, I'm quite used to this anyway.
You look like a bit of a tourist, mate. I look like a tourist, and I was born in London. It's a city coming up. That gherkin thing. And the Shart would be if I went up on the top of that. Oof. It's really hard to describe how relaxing this is and how kind of fun it is.
Well, it's really warm. You've got a lovely gentle breeze, a little bit of a swaying thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's definitely sunburn weather, where it's...
Unlike most boats that you go on for a boat trip, you can't smell diesel.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a breeze, so you can't really feel quite how hot it is. But you definitely could burn out here. How long was it? Was it 40 minutes to get to Tower Bridge? It starts coming in view in 20.
30 minutes first stop, 30 minutes second stop, and then another 10.
So it's quite surprising.
So quite a way down.
How long it is. I was looking at that, I thought it was a play button over there. Look, there's the sun. This, folks, is where all your money is. So Matt, how much do you think these flats are? Do you think they're a bargain? Lovely views though.
Not much of a view, is it?
Coming up to Tower Bridge now. I did ask them to raise the bridge, but I don't think they've done it. They do private tours inside the...
Yeah, up there.
Yeah, but you've got to book it, and all the motors and stuff, I think.
And this building on the right is the hotel that seems to be used in every episode of Minder or The Professionals or something. They're, forever doing it, so you got a backdrop of London Bridge there.
The fans of 70s TV.
Yeah.
Filming people, filming us. It's Tower of London, isn't it?
Yep.
There we go. Another place worth visiting. Good timing, love. HMS Belfast coming up. So the first stop here is Tower Bridge stroke HMS Belfast stroke Tower of London. Hopefully we're now leaving Tower Bridge. I'll tell you what, it's been 15-20 minutes with a load of people getting on. So a top tip, if you want to do this, you get to see more as well, and it's the same price. Get the train down to Greenwich, or walk if you really feel adventurous, and then get on at Greenwich, because although it looks crowded there, honestly, it was literally a boatload of people that got on.
Quite literally a boatload.
And
very few people got off here.
yeah, that's true.
So it's not like you can get a space.
But a few did, and then you might have a quick chance for a change of seat as well. We swapped sides. That's a few people get off, but it really wasn't many. And now we've got a very full-up boat. So it looks like a lot of people just want to go from here to the embankment. What's the Parliament thingy?
Westminster.
Westminster, that's it.
If you look to your left, you will see the Anchor public house. That pub dates back to 1615. It is over 400 years old. Many famous Englishmen over the years have drank inside the Anchor. Dr. Johnson, Samuel Pepys, the diarist, Sir Christopher Wren, William Shakespeare, and myself. Me and Sean, the captain, we go inside that pub most nights after work, folks. But we go in there to do research. And we research these commentaries that we provide you with. It takes us hours and hours, but it is all for the commentary and hopefully your benefit.
Take you on a sea cruise. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby. Won't you let me take you on a sea cruise? Well, I feel like jumping. Baby, won't you join me, please? You know I don't like begging, but now...
Just come off the boat, and I'll tell you what, if ever there was a tourist trap, here it is. Look at this. We're going somewhere else now, and we'll do a summary of the boat, because this is insane. Tell you what, I wouldn't want to bring Thea here. It's just absolutely
bonkers.
That's taken us 15 minutes, and if that's the chimes now.
It's very true. 15 minutes just to get off the boat. So that's the boat we were just on. So this is Westminster Pier, and I think it just literally turns around and goes onto the London Eye Pier, doesn't it? Look at this absolute madhouse. Just need to get out of here. I'll tell you what, Greenwich was so nice. Wasn't Greenwich such a contrast?
Yeah, and when you look at the queues here, it's obviously most people are seeming to get on here, certainly onto the boat, because there wasn't half the numbers.
Plus you arrive in an absolute tourist den. It's, oh. There you go. That's not a rip-off at all, is it?
100.
That woman was on a mission. Did you see it? She was like, I am not moving off this spot, and she was just elbowing people.
She's probably the spotter for the guys with the cups.
I was expecting them to notice me filming and get a bit uppity. It's another one. If anyone wants to come and play cups and get fleeced from a lot of money, Westminster Bridge is definitely your place to be. Right, we finally got away from the nightmare of Westminster. We're off the boat. What do you think?
Oh, it's good. No, really enjoyed it. I think it's definitely a trip of two halves. So you've got the first half is mainly the old Docklands. There's probably not so much to see by way of landmarks.
And probably why a lot of people getting on at Tower Bridge, wasn't it?
But that said, it's good because it's not part of the river that I know, and it sort of gave me a great appreciation of how big the Docklands area is and how much it's been redeveloped. So no, I mean, I found it interesting, found it enjoyable.
I think, and like I said before, it's worth getting on at Greenwich anyway because it's so peaceful
Yeah.
and nice. And it looked like there was a massive queue, didn't it? And there was a bit of a queue, but it was nothing
compared
compared
to that one.
And honestly, it was a mad circus. So much so that I am wary about, in the height of the summer, bringing my daughter and getting off that boat. I wouldn't have been filming coming off that boat. I'd have my eyes on her. But I tell you what, Westminster Bridge, if you want to lose money doing the cup game, I can highly recommend it. And you probably don't
Not that we tried.
Not that we tried, obviously. But I can highly recommend that you're not going to have to queue either, because there was 4 of them at least doing it. And you can actually play the interesting game if you don't want to play that, of like, let's try and work out who their spotters are. If you don't know what the cup game is, look it up. Yeah, that was a bit grim. Absolute tourist trap.
But the second half, the journey from Tower Bridge onwards, that was really good, and the commentary.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 for that.
Definitely.
You did feel a bit of a dissociation between this crew and the company, like this big company that was running it, but actually they were trying to offer a tacked by a leaf. But you get a feeling they were trying to make it personal and more interesting and not corporate. So it was a good thing for the punter. Price, it was £13.50, and I think that was an absolute bargain. And we went on city cruises. Wasn't much of a cruise though. No swimming pool and no casino.
Casinos on the bridge for the cup games.
The cup games. Yeah, it was worth every penny of that. And there's a few doing it, and I think like some of them don't have the observation decks at the top. And of course, you're going to go in the good weather. You want to be up there, don't you? Apart from, especially with my fair skin, I can imagine it being a bit glowing when I get home tonight. Right, we're off somewhere else now, so I hope you enjoyed that river cruise, and see you later.